Hey, sexy. Yeah, you. You've tuned in to the Sex Talk with Khrys show. Here, we're truly embodying the sexual energies within us and living them out loud each and every day. Learning about our sexy, affirming our beauty, and so much more. Here, we're empowering our sexy and applying all that yummy information to every facet of our life. So sit back, get comfy, and let's enjoy this extremely sexy ride. Welcome to the Sex Talk with Khrys show. Hello, you lovers of sex, pleasure, intimacy, and orgasms. It is me, Crystal Jones. This is Sex Talk with Khrys. I am here with Vondi and Akeem. And it's very funny how this episode came to fruition, sitting at a bar, just talking. And of course, me, I asked questions, and the answers were riveting. And I just I said, hey, would you like to be on my show? I immediately called my editor and I'm like, hey, are you busy? Because I need you to show up here because I need the rest of you all to hear what I heard. So we'll start with Akeem. The question was brought yesterday asking, can a woman who has had several partners become wifey later on? Shed some light on that for me, please.
Well, in my opinion,
okay.
No.
Okay. So tell me why.
Because if I know, me personally, my opinion, if I know it, I can't stomach it. Like, wow. Yeah, I can't stomach it.
You can't stomach it.
I can't. Nah.
You can't.
Okay, so swallow that.
Okay. Okay. So, have you had a full serving of sexual experiences?
I had a fair share. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Can your girl or potential wife stomach that?
I mean, she know I'm she know what she got.
Wow.
She know what she got.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah. Let's have so many more questions. So, how is it okay for you to have your experiences, value them, apply them?
We grow by principles. So if a woman, if a woman been all over the place, what we call her?
I understand.
You understand?
But how does that have any definition or any? How is the takeaway? I can't stomach that because you are thinking your queen is supposed to be this untouched person.
Okay, I mean it's in where I come from in the islands. It's a small island. So everybody, you go in the club. How you feel going to the club and 20 man know how your girl?
Okay, now you're saying 20. What if it's 5?
Man, that's still a lot. You in the club 5 man don't know how your girl feel.
So you told him she's an assassin.
Yeah, check. Yeah.
Okay, Vondi.
Well, we're humans, and humans live and adapt. So there's some, how to put it? For me, there's some pros and some cons within it.
Correct.
We are promiscuous at some time, man, woman, and it's how far you took it.
Right.
For me.
Right.
A woman with experience could be, hey, a guy's, what you call it, Disney World.
Yes.
Universal Studio.
Yes.
But then she could also be your worst nightmare. Same thing for a lady. Meeting
Correct.
a guy who, it's like you taking home somebody else, used shoes,
Correct.
used car, and don't know what they have laying under the hood.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
But just as much as it could be a blessing, it could be a curse. So
Very true.
I would stay neutral on that. You live, you learn, and it's what you do after. And
Exactly.
How you progressing.
And that's my only issue with you, Akeem, because I feel like you block.
But let me go back on what he said.
Okay.
We from a small island, yes.
Okay.
Everybody knows everybody, and you would expect, hey, we ain't have no saints. All of us ain't saints. You're lucky if you find a brand new car.
Correct. Correct.
But if you got a used one, and the past is a past. You move on. You appreciate. You know. You expect to bounce into a girl that, hey, one of your best friend had. A guy that one of your best friends had. You know what I'm saying? It's a small circle and the picking ain't much. So
Right.
I don't mind one or two, but if you got 5, 6, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying?
So
can't
you
picture the
expect
whole crew.
The whole crew,
no,
guys,
but no,
the
no, no, no,
whole
no.
crew.
But y'all are. I think you guys are looking at this as a fishbowl. I'm not. I'm looking at it as okay. For me, I was in college. When you're in a college in a big city or even in a small city, that's a state. You are going to run into different people from different states, different islands, all that. I get it. I do understand your thinking if we're in a small place
yes,
like
yes,
Tortola.
yes,
I get it. 100%. However, I would be lying if I said, no, that should be across the board because I don't believe it is. I think that women, we count ourselves short because we feel, oh, I have to be this good girl. I'm not supposed to be with this other guy. I'm not supposed to, like, what happens if you talk to a guy and it doesn't work out, right? But your human, your regular feelings, your horniness, your eroticness, all of that plays a part in that. So to say, you know what, this didn't work out with this guy, but I'm not sleeping with anybody else anymore until I meet Akeem, who I don't know I'm going to meet, right? You see what I'm saying? So I think that we have to get to a point where we are looking bigger, right? Yeah. You're coming from, when we walk away or our takeaways, is something that is for others like, oh my God, it's shock and awe. We have to remember that people come from their own ecosystems. Our choices and decisions come from our own ecosystem. What you have been around is what you're going to either adapt to or is going to become a part of you in some kind of way. So I think that's where you come from in terms of this is who I am as a man, and this is what I want my woman to present, right? So how does that look when you have, okay, so you meet a woman. She is spectacular.
Yes.
She's gorgeous. She is smart. She has her own money. She is great conversation, great time, but you find out that she slept with somebody that you may have known. It wasn't even your friend. You just may have known him. How does that work for you?
I mean, it depends, because is he an op? Like,
oh my God.
Like an enemy then.
Oh.
I feel the type of way.
Okay.
But if it's like a regular cool dude, I mean, hey, what's up?
But but my question, now you're giving a whole nother guy a shoe-in, right? He has nothing to do with your relationship, nothing to do with any takeaway that you have. You just concerned like, who the fuck is this nigga? Right? Yeah. It gotta be, it should, in my opinion, it should be based off of you and her.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Because when we allow other people to water down our own shit, it's no longer our relationship. It's based off of where we are and who is around at that time, right? And that's dicey because you don't know, right? So, are you with somebody now?
Yes.
Okay. So, you feel as though this is on its way to marriage, or you just kind of coasting it right now? Where are you with it?
It's marriage.
Okay. So, do you feel like you have a good girl?
I feel like God blessed me with the right one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very nice way to answer that question and not answer it. So, but because the reason why I said it, because if somebody asks my husband, "Is your wife a good girl?" You're like, "No."
I mean, she nice. She cool. You know, she
compliments you.
It compliments me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you had the talks with her about her past, How much?
I mean, she wasn't no virgin, you know.
Okay.
There's a few niggas, few people.
So, and how did you feel? Your heart was tearing as she's
Nah,
talking about this?
I don't know them, and she was from a different place.
Okay,
know, so,
okay.
Yeah,
So it made it easier.
It made it easier. You know?
Okay, so what I really hear you saying, it's not really that you feel as though a woman is supposed to have this watered down sexual experience. It's more about the small island that you're from.
Yeah, that's where I'm
and
from. A small
okay,
island, you know?
okay.
Yeah,
I can eat that.
yeah,
I can eat that. So, how do you feel embarking on a sexual exploitation with your partner, right? Knowing that the skills that she's bringing to you now, it was learned from other partners.
I mean, she gonna bring something to the table, but I'm gonna teach what I know too.
Now, yesterday, speaking of teaching, you made a comment and said, because I was like, well, what if your partner doesn't know certain things, right? And you are totally against your partner learning these things, and you're like, I'm going to teach her pleasure. Please elaborate on that for me.
I mean, I'm going to teach her what I know.
Uh-huh.
She might know something too. She might bring something to the table, you know?
She just can't know too much.
I mean, she could know a lot because people watch porn. People, you know what I'm saying?
You learn differently.
Yeah, you learn differently. And some people just
hands
natural.
on.
Some people just natural with
right,
it.
Right.
So, you know, you don't have to fuck 100 people to be the best.
Sidebar.
Sex, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, okay, nobody's saying somebody got to bag 100 dudes. You could learn very well between 1 and 4.
That's
okay.
What I'm saying.
Now
That's
I
what
had
I'm
more than
saying.
4, but that ain't the point. You see?
I ain't mad at that.
I think you like the good that comes with it, but you don't like the tutorial that was taught. That's what I think. Yes, go ahead. Ooh, somebody asking me something. I'm excited. Go ahead.
If you had the choice between a brand new Rolls Royce and a free second-hand Miata, which one would you go for? I mean,
me?
I mean,
anybody know me now.
I kind of make it like one.
Let me tell you, me, the cars, I get it. It could be a second-hand Toyota. I'm going for the second-hand car. You know why?
Why?
Because, well, in real time, that Honda ain't gonna have no car note.
You know what? You're a woman. I shouldn't use a car.
Okay, so go ahead.
Choice between some new underwears and some used ones.
Bruh, look, the other day I found drawers I had since 9th grade, so I'm still the wrong bitch.
Yeah, no, but they were your drawers.
Okay. You're right. And okay, so I will honestly say I have been very blessed that I didn't get caught up with the whole STDs and all this other stuff, right? Yeah. But girls now are very different than girls when we grew up, right? Definitely. So let me ask this question for both of you, and I would love individual answers. Have you guys ever had a great sexual experience with a woman and it was too great and you were like, nah, it's too good. I can't. She know too much. And so that would mean that you enjoyed it and then later on judged her for the great experience that she had because now she's full of knowledge. Tell the truth. No.
I have
so
to know.
Okay. You want to know if any girl took my soul? Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to experience like.
Okay. Did you judge her?
No. Actually, no.
Okay.
Then I asked where she learned this. Didn't want to know. The experience was the experience, and I took it for that.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
But why didn't you want to know?
Why would you want to know?
What?
Then it dropped too much, It's always I mean, goddamn. Did she get that from like 100 guys? Did she get it from watching porn? Yeah. And then it dropped too much curiosity, and sometimes it's a turn off.
Okay.
So sometimes it's like old people always say, the less you see, the better it is. You always leave something for the imagination.
Okay.
So like, I don't want everything to be an open book.
Okay.
I like that surprise element, the excitement.
Okay.
And when you know too much, there's no excitement.
Right.
So if I know where she got it from, and we do it again, it was like too much going through my mind, and I want to enjoy it as much.
Wow, men are so complex.
Nah, you're more complex
no,
than us.
and I can agree with that.
We're simple. Man is simple.
Yeah, but your simplicity is also based off of a huge disservice and huge double standard.
No, well, where all complexity come from more is more our ego as a guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And
ego.
That's it.
But guys, do you? Okay, before we even say that, answer that question for me though. You ever had a sexual experience and then judged the girl afterwards because it was too good?
I ain't judged her, but I was like, man.
In your mind, you did.
I let me tell you the truth.
Okay, tell me the truth.
I felt like a bitch.
Hello.
She fucked the shit out of me. I felt like a bitch.
What you mean?
Like she took over and I was like, I felt like a bitch. You know? Yeah.
You felt like a woman.
Yeah, I felt like a woman. I didn't want to, but yeah, that felt like she fucked the shit out of me.
So okay, so you guys are turned off by a woman who fucks too good.
No, I wasn't turned off.
Okay.
I wasn't like curious to know where, but I was like, damn, this shit was wild. It was an experience, you know? Yeah, that shit. Cause she was like, my turn. And she just took over, like,
oh shit,
she took over. I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell?
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
A man who embraces sexuality.
Yes, now we talking. Yes.
You know, I don't want to be the nigga on top piling straight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to come home, get pushed to the couch, even in the parking lot at home. And you take advantage of me, make me feel like I've been raped, sexually assaulted, something.
All right now.
You know?
You heard it first.
I would like an innocent girl, but not a too innocent girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too innocent is boring.
But innocent, I think innocent at all is boring.
When you're with a girl that, like, how you put it, like she's held back in having explored her sexuality, like you put it, Khrys. If you become like in a relationship, it's like you just existing, and it's you don't want that.
So do you think that the way that you guys think about an experienced woman puts you in a box where you are not exploring your sexuality 100%?
Nah, cause everybody have a different energy.
Okay.
It's you know, with her, that was an experience for me, and I ain't never like say like, okay, I want to go after she again, or I want, you know, it was just that moment, and it was mind blowing, and it was like, yeah,
you don't want to feel like a bitch no more.
You feel me?
He like, no, I'm not interested.
But everybody, we have energy, we match, you know. So I feel like when you find that person with that energy, you're gonna know.
Yeah, but it's a lot of things that, especially Caribbean men, we ain't talking about just regular American men. Caribbean men got a whole nother list outside of American men that they just, like, y'all shit could be some, I'll give you my father, for instance. If I bring my father a plate of food and it is in a plastic plate, that's a big argument, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Big man. Like, it's a whole list, and my mama got it down packed. Okay, I give her praise. I'm like, hey, girl, you better than me, cause I'd have been up this nigga. Like, but that's my daddy. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's a whole nother list of things.
But you see, that's generations too. Like,
yes,
they stuck in their ways. Yeah. We're stuck in our ways. Our kids gonna be stuck. You know, so it's
correct.
Like, it trickles down.
Correct. But I think that we lose a little bit of ourselves, because if your girl, for instance, I'll take what you just said. You said it was too good of a time. Did you feel? So let me ask, did you feel like you were on this cliff and you were just falling sexually, and there was nothing to hold on to, and
I was enjoying it.
It's not an unenjoyment. It's not like you didn't have a good time. But I feel like when it comes to sex, men like either to feel in control or to know that control is nearby.
Not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time.
So explain that to me.
Sometimes, like, you want to feel wanted. How would you feel if all the time I'm asking you for sex? I'm asking you for sex. I'm always, you want to, Hey, you come home, your girl come, pull on your pants, rawr, put it in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Yeah, you want to feel wanted.
Yes,
Just
yes.
Not all the time you reaching out.
Yes.
We
I
letting
agree.
him.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
And you know what? And from what I've seen in my clients, that is a big issue, because a lot of women, I know in the lesbian world, it is called pillow princess, where you just lay down and somebody just, serves you all the time. But then it had to come to a point for me in my own relationship where my husband was like, I want to feel wanted too. I know you want me, but let me feel like you want me, right? You see what I'm saying?
energy,
Yeah. And I think the longer you're with somebody, the more it's, well, you the man. That's your role, especially if you're the asker all the time. It becomes common knowledge, like the common thread, oh, well, I want it, but I'm going to wait till he say something. She might lay down and toot her booty out or some shit to give you some kind of signal, but it ain't no physical come here, right? I need you in my energy, and that is what I feel like y'all want.
Women get comfortable fast.
Yes.
They want to chill. They don't do the things they did when you first started.
So once they get that wife or girlfriend status, the excitement should have been.
So let me ask this question. Do you feel as though you guys keep or harbor the ring because you don't want to slide into the comfortable? Do you think that plays a part at all?
Yeah.
Break that question down a little bit.
Okay. So I want to be your girlfriend, right? But you want to be my boyfriend, right? We're good. We're maturing in our relationship, but it's something that's in your back of your mind, like, man, as soon as I marry this bitch, I ain't gonna get no more dick sucking. I ain't gonna get none of that shit. She just, now it's I'm a wife. Cause I've heard women say it. Oh, I'm a wife. Wives don't do that.
We reach.
Nah, that's some BS right there.
It is BS.
That's some BS.
It is BS. Holistically BS.
I'll leave you quick. Y'all be out the door, man.
That's a recipe for cheating.
Out the door. That is a recipe playing that shit. Nah.
So
my point.
Okay.
Something like that. Okay, my thing with relationship, you should never get comfortable.
That's easier said
Whatever
than
you
done,
bring in
bro.
the beginning, you're supposed to be bringing all the time.
That's easier said than done.
Even 50% because you ain't young like and energetic like before, but you gotta
try.
You try.
Okay,
that's the one.
We might not go in the club and fuck in the bathroom or even on the dance floor, but you gotta keep bringing the excitement.
Hold on, Dave. I ain't gonna let you just slide by that like you ain't just say that shit. What club dance floor you fucking on, man? What is happening?
Leave my past in the
Bro, what is happening?
Those are the past.
Nigga, what happens in your life? Wow. You slid past that like you was on ice skates, nigga.
That was just a general,
Who says that though? You
No,
fucking
I
in
was
the
just trying to
bathroom
example,
or in the middle of the club.
in the dark corner in the dance floor.
Bro. For me, in my mind, you just said, I pulled down my pants in the middle of right way and just banged the shit out of this girl. That's what I saw. Like, that's crazy.
Right way.
But I knew you would have. If I was Seth Kroger, you'd have to think twice. Yeah, right. So let me ask this question. How deep are you willing to go for your sexuality? Because now, before you answer that, the deeper you go to sexuality, it is going to test what you've known and what you've adapted to in your ecosystem. They say men ain't supposed to let nobody, lick they asshole any of that shit. I'm just asking because I'm going to tell you why I say that. The place where a man will have the hardest, most memorable orgasm is in his prostate. Your prostate's up your ass.
Khrys.
Okay? I'm just telling you.
I'll never experience
I'll never.
That's the case.
I don't care about that.
So then the answer to the question would be no. I'm safe with the genitals on the outside, and I'm okay with her licking my balls and my dick, and that's just it.
I would never experience that, Khrys.
Okay.
I would have that explosion.
Okay.
I get off perfectly fine. I'm
Listen,
good. Yeah,
I'm making 48 in August.
Okay.
And everybody like, yo, you gotta go do that prostate exam.
And you're like, fuck it.
Nah, nobody pushing the finger.
So you're not gonna do your prostate? No.
Nah,
So even if
the sonogram and the blood test, but I ain't no nigga pushing his finger in my ass. Not even a lady.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's a
If that's God will, that's the way I'm supposed to go.
But this is why I said because I was in a class and I learned that, and they're like, are we really enjoying the maximum of our sexuality or really going down that path, right? Mm-hmm. Because for me, nothing is really off limits with me and my husband. That's just because, I'm who I am and he's enjoying it.
Is that masculine?
What?
Like getting your ass licked and all that, fingering your ass.
But but I didn't say finger and ass. I said lick ass. It's a difference, right?
No, we was talking about prostate. You gotta put your finger in
yeah, but it's okay. So hold on. When we're having sex, or we're staying in our designated spots, masculine, feminine, all of that. So that's what you're doing. You're staying in your spot. Okay. Yeah. Listen, it's nothing wrong with it. I need you to understand it's nothing wrong with it. It's just, but I already knew the answer because your ecosystem says this is not okay. So you're not going to do that. In the middle of it, your mind is going to be going, I don't want to be here.
If you're venturing that, you won't do that with the average girl.
Correct.
You probably be more comfortable with you and you're married.
Correct.
For sure
correct. Because understand, when you're married, you have to dig deep in your sexuality bag to keep shit going. Yeah. I need you to I'm gonna break it down for you. You are fucking the same coochie for years, okay? So if you together 10, 15, 20 years, that is the same vagina. Matter of fact, it ain't even really the same vagina because now she is premenopausal. She got hair on the pussy that's gray. It's a lot going on down there. It is not the same coochie you met.
No, that's some platinum pussy. When they get gray, that pussy going to a whole new level.
So let me ask this. Do you expect your wife or girlfriend to be as sexually open as you want her to be? Like, in terms of anything, like, do you want her to be this anything goes? Is there things that's on the no list? How does that work?
I want her to be her and then let me put limits on whatever, Like, if she feel like being a freak tonight, boom. But, we got limits still,
So how do you discuss those limits? Do you discuss those limits before the engagement or you discuss them beforehand?
I mean...
Because that's a rough conversation to have in the middle of it. I'm just saying. Look, my questions fuck people up. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
That one is a tough one.
I get that every episode. That's a tough question, Crystal.
You got me stuck.
Yeah. Because the reason why I'm asking is because you guys have a list of things like, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Right?
See, the culture. It's a culture.
And I get it.
I get it. Where, you know what I mean?
And for me, I grew up in the same culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, America more.
Trying to break that down is like, it will be more like dynamics in
chemistry. Correct.
Sometimes once you know how to move me and get me going, then, hey.
Anything goes.
Yeah, it might be anything goes.
Just don't play with your prostate. That's it. I got it.
Had to go there.
Hey, this is what I do. This is what I do. I'm sorry. So, okay. So then let's get a little deeper. What is something that you would like to do with your partner that you are uncomfortable talking about because you don't know what she's going to say? Since we're talking about things that she don't do, because understand, you got your list. She might have hers too.
It's uncomfortable to do with her. So you might be uncomfortable to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, hello.
Okay, threesomes.
2 girls.
Yeah.
Not 2 guys.
Yeah.
You bringing no
yeah. I've never been a threesome that's dudes. I'm telling you,
the closest thing
penis overload.
In the room with me would be a butch.
Really?
A masculine lady, yeah, why not?
Okay. As long as she got a vagina, you with it. That's, hey, I ain't mad at you.
She ain't putting out a strap on me.
Yeah.
Keep the strap ons outside. You're gonna rub coochie. I'm rub munching up in this bitch.
I forget you. I'm asking.
I mean,
because this your queen. This your flower. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she with it.
Yeah, I listen. The good girl that you described, I'm telling you, she ain't with it. Okay,
I mean,
definitely not.
yeah.
Because and a lot of times it's not that the woman doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want you to have a negative takeaway from the experience. Because once you do a threesome, it's done.
Not
Okay.
only that, but some insecurities there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, like she gonna be like, I wonder if he was enjoying that coochie more than mine.
Exactly.
Ain't no if. That's exactly what women think.
I might be hitting that shit and then she over
Now,
there getting
but
mad.
you got to keep in mind when there's
You know
a
what I'm
guest performer, she's gonna get all the shine. You're there all the time. Why the
Some women
fuck
don't
would?
think like you. Like,
That's
they
crazy.
don't think like you.
So this how I always looked at it.
I like how you think.
But I'm just telling you, I just think it's ridiculous to think that I invite another woman here, right? Me and you are saying, hey, we're going to do a threesome. I'm inviting another girl here, and I want you to give her sorry dick. What? She going to be looking at, what
Right,
the
that's
fuck
what
did
you
you
think,
invite
yeah,
me
yeah.
here for?
Yeah.
Like,
See?
no, you want your guy to give, like, hey, show this motherfucker why I called you here. Okay. That's what it is.
Yeah,
And because
yeah.
how I've always looked at it is like, oh my God, this is time to shine. You know? So that's what it is, right? But I know that every woman is not okay with that because it's like, oh my God, you're letting your but then I look at it like, he has been fucking my vagina for 20 years. Jesus Christ. You don't want to get your dick sucked by nobody else. Like, just for a second, nigga. You know, just because I want my husband to be as happy, as open as possible. And the reality or the thinking of, oh, he's just going to be satisfied with only me forever.
So is that vice versa? Like, does it goes for you too? Like, he'll be like, babe, you been fucking this dick. Go get some other dick, or
I have no
let a
interest
nigga-
in another penis ever.
Okay, that's the perfect answer. All right.
No, ever. Like to think of a threesome where it's more than one penis in the room.
Yeah.
No, I would pass out. I don't know. I don't like to see penis looks very aggressive. It looks very aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's the unknowing penis. Look at it like a dog. You can have the most vicious dog. If it's your dog, you gonna love that dog. But if another motherfucker walk up to you with that, you gonna be like, what the fuck? That ain't my dog. That's how I look at penis. It's too much. It's too much. I like the penis I got. So no, thank you. More than one penis in the room?
But you like you rather see your husband be pleasured. Though.
Yes, that's fun. That's fun. And then we'll have fun doing it together. Like and for us, it gives it so much stuff to talk about later on. Like, bro, you remember that shit? That shit was wild. You know, that is fun. But again, the longer you're married, the more you would be like, I'm not doing this, this, and this. After a while, that list gets shorter and shorter because you look up and you still looking at that same dick, you looking at that same pussy, you looking at that same person. Our minds, the way we are built as human is we want new all the time. So it don't have to be a new person, but it got to be a new something. Like, give me new hair, new panties, a new Brazilian cutout, something. Okay. Like, it just can't be this mundane thing that I'm seeing all the time. Like, there ain't that much love in the world. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. So what you about to say?
You said don't give me the same thing. Like eating scrambled eggs every day for breakfast.
Hell yeah, bro. I don't
Holy
want
shit.
scrambled eggs. Put some hot sauce in these motherfuckers, some bell pepper, some onions. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's
Instead of scrambled eggs, you pick some bush outside. Put on the plate. Yeah, that shit different.
So I got a question.
yes.
Well, it's obvious, but like educating these women on like that type of shit, like, you know, like
you have to first get past the fact that women think that they're supposed to be good girls. I get people's attention because I say things as though I have a penis, right? I don't speak like a woman. I speak like a person who has a penis. I don't, and the things that I say is quite whorish. I know that, but I have and the thing that I love is while you get mad at me, I got a whole 20-year relationship here that I'm with, and we're married. So how mad can you really be at me, right? I'm doing something right, and that's what it is. We have to get outside of this box that says we're supposed to stay here. I don't want to stay here. I want to go out there because out there is fun. Matter of fact, let me take my nigga with me. Let's go have some fun.
Okay, another question.
Okay.
So, if your husband sleeps with other woman, you good with that. But if he you have to know.
Well,
Yeah, that's
let,
what I want to
let me
yeah,
ask it. Let me say this. I am the type that if my husband was to cheat on me and I did not know, I couldn't get past that. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
We have, in every sexual engagement, you probably have about six different moments where you can change your mind, walk away, call me, whatever. You got to talk to her. You know you about to get some pussy. You got to put your condom on. That's another time right there. You got to open up the condom. You see what I'm saying? All that shit. And that's what I'm looking at, right? And so for me, I can't deal with that that distrust. That is a breaking of what we have. I look at him like me and him are a noodle. Noodles are very delicate. Okay? Very delicate. But when you put a lot of them together, they get stronger. So me and him have about 17 noodles because I feel like we get one every year. And if he pull back too much, it's gonna break. And once it's break, you can't super glue no noodle back together. That's how we look at that.
I like that.
So I am as open, and I think that I offer things where he shouldn't have to do that.
So you value your trust.
Yes,
Okay.
above anything.
And from what I get from that, communication is key.
Correct. Correct.
That's really
So if you feel some kind of way about something, let me know what I need to do, right? And he's not a sex craved guy, right? He is very intentional. I do not want to have too many orgasms. That's going to fuck my dick up later. I do not want to do that. So it's very, we're going to do it this day. We're going to do it this day. We're going to do it this day, you know, that kind of thing. But he's holistic like that when it comes to that. But that's something that I know is important to him. So we are the type where we don't engage if we don't want to. I am not he just want it, so let me just give it. Because then it's going to translate, right? I tell the story all the time. Right. I was giving him head one time. And I didn't feel like it. It was terrible. I knew it was terrible. He waited till he was finished and looked at me and was like, I want my money back. That was awful. He said, don't you ever. I said, look, you said you want it. He said, nah, cuz if I don't want to do it, no, if you don't want to do it, just say you don't want to do it. Because because I'm so intentional on how I am with him that I can't mask it.
But
right?
The thing too, right? Woman watch out, we guys like we always horny, we always want to.
And it's not true.
And it's not true. We're actually emotional.
Yeah.
And we want to be, you know, put in the mood.
Mm-hmm. You guys want the same thing women want.
Yeah. It's like you don't want to come home every day, meet your girl in a t-shirt, some big ass boxer short on her head.
Listen, ladies, I hope you guys are listening to this because these guys are giving out the keys to the city. I'm just saying.
You know,
and some people don't think that shit matters though.
We first met, every time I came over to the crib, your hair was combed.
Yeah.
You had on some sexy underwear. You know, you was well put together. But from time you get that status.
You heard what he just said? Comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
From time you get that status, it's like you forgot to wash the car.
Right.
Even if you wash the car, you forget to put on a tire shine. You know? It's like the car is clean, but
they even start to get big. Like they're not even trying to
stop going to gym.
You
know what I'm saying?
So it's like,
but see, this is the thing.
They ain't shaving the coochie no more.
Look, listen, y'all. Listen. Okay. I will say this, and women, I'm going to stand up for us. Let me say this. I know it's hard, okay? So these motherfuckers acting like this shit easy. It's not that easy, right?
And I agree.
It's not. But it does not take away the importance of it. You guys are dead right. I will say that. But listen, you talking about women that are easy to like lose weight, right? It's some girls out here who really have a hard time with this shit.
I don't mind you putting out a pound or two, but it's still the presentation.
He said pound or two.
Okay, I don't mind you getting chunky.
Okay.
But it's still a presentation. There's some sexy ass thick girls out there.
Yeah, you ain't lying. There's some beautiful thick girls out there.
I mean, there's some girls out there. 210, 220.
Bruh.
And when they walk across, just how they put themselves together. Damn.
I agree.
Some of that waffle.
Look, I'm telling you.
But then you coming home, I don't mind. You're gonna have an off day.
Yes.
Every now and again you'll come over, your hair ain't done yet. It's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're doing that shit 365 days a year, come on. What you giving me?
I done seen.
What you giving me? You don't want meet me stomach flat, 6-pack, 2 years in. I got a tool shed. You know what I'm saying? Big belly bed, not shaving no more. Coming home smelling like oil or sweat.
I get it. I totally
It's a
get it.
killer.
And I get that, but I think that when we get in these long-term relationships, those things are now it's in the background, because now we thinking about, ooh, he coming home. And matter of fact, I don't even think it's he coming home. I think it's I'm home from work. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. We might have sex. And then I be feeling bad when because my clients be like, well, I mean, I had a t-shirt and I pulled my pants. I was like, you pulled up your t-shirt so he could have sex with you? Was it nothing sexy about it? Like, but again, y'all, it's a lot of energy though.
That's another thing. If you're not feeling me no more or whatever, go. Don't. You can't force it.
But I don't think it's that they not feeling you. I think it's more comfortable. It's comfortable, bro. I don't think it's they not feeling you. You got to look at it like this. When a guy shows up to you, or when a guy talks to a woman, he come star player. Most times star player. Okay? He is coming in his best, all right? After we did date 10, date 15, date 30, bruh. Okay? You like, who the fuck? Is this the same guy? You're comfortable. It's human nature. I don't think it's a man-woman thing. I think it's human nature.
But us men try to stay in shape still more, though. Like, no, let me not say that, because you're right.
You saw my face?
Yeah.
The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
I was talking about me.
Right. But again, when life start lifing, certain things sometimes take a back seat. This is why we have to be intentional about, oh, fuck that. I'm taking her out of town. I gotta bust her down. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That's when me and my husband really opened up with certain things, because even I was comfortable. I was like, oh, it's just Buddha. No, it's not just Buddha. It's the same guy. You're really attractive. And I am attracted to my husband like the day I met him. So for me, that's important, because I lose sight. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold it hard. Okay. So it's just like, this is boring now. But he has captured my attention for 20 years. I have no need to go do anything. I don't even see another guy.
I gotta get some advice from him, man.
Hey, you don't want to get his advice, because he was willing to take a risk on a bitch. Okay, I don't think you was taking a risk on a chick like me. Okay, look, his homeboy told him, like, you sure about her?
He's 20 years. He gotta be doing something right.
Listen,
that's
and this is why I said, when we stopped worrying about like, oh, the number this and the number that, what does she bring to the table? Forget the sex for a second. Is she a builder? Is she a taker? Yeah. Is she somebody that's gonna cultivate you, make you better? Because that's what he did for me. That's what I did for him. Those are the things that matter.
Sex should be the at the bottom.
Shit,
but still at the top. You feel me?
Sex will never be at the bottom.
No, okay. Like,
what do you mean the relationship?
I get it. I get it.
Still at the top.
It's definitely not the most important thing, but it is very important. It is very important because you having sex with somebody and the way you want to have sex. I ain't just talking about regular sex and she got you in this one little box and you got to have sex in this box. Your toe can't fall off the bed. That ain't the sex I'm talking about. I'm talking about sex where it is sometimes in the midst of it, it's like my mind is literally exploding. Like, oh my God, what the fuck? What's happening? Like it's insane. And so and that's why I tell him all the time, I'm like, bro, you've ruined me. What? I mean, like, bro, you've ruined me. Nigga, what? Listen, I'll take the pill and put it over my face, because I know my face looks crazy in there, okay? Because I'd be like, ooh, I don't want him to see my face like this. I know I look like Predator in that moment, okay? But that if I can't look like Predator, what else am I going to do? Like, am I bored here? You know, because it's some folk fucking and they not even mentally there. You see what I'm saying?
Ladies thinking about another nigga, guys thinking about another bitch.
See, and this is what I'm saying. So when we leave the conversation, not even leave, but start paying more attention to the caliber of woman versus the choices and decisions that she made. Because guess what? Sometimes being in a relationship with you guys can deter her from other choices and decisions. But it's like y'all want them to have good decision making skills right then before they meet y'all to this, flow right in.
I mean, nobody is a saint.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a sinful world. Come on.
I ain't want no angel, but
you want a Jezebel.
yeah, exactly.
She's gonna be a Jezebel. She be your Jezebel.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is what I said, because I heard an older lady say this one time, and she wasn't even talking to me. She was talking to this other older person. He was like, I just want to be a whore for my husband forever. And I was like, go bitch. Like, she had to be like 60, 70. And it was so impressive, but for us as women, it's a freeing feeling when you can be that whore. You can be as nasty as you want to be with your person, right?
For a woman to explore that and actually experience that, she have to got a nigga that's actually comfortable.
Correct.
In herself.
That part.
And don't mind her being herself and experiencing herself.
And see that.
And there's a lot of guys who, like, when the girls start to get free like that, it's like they start like wondering.
Right.
Start thinking, oh, if she want to do this with me, she's probably looking at a guy at the gas station.
Right.
Saying,
right.
But come on. If you're masculine enough and you're the man in charge, you shouldn't be worrying about that.
Exactly.
They never show women insecurities, man.
First off, when men,
not too much.
Sometimes men don't even know they showing insecurities. Okay, you try not to show insecurities, but you're human, right?
Give a little bit,
Just
a little bit.
You can't
woman
be
like
vulnerable.
that shit. You're like what?
So then let me ask: is it really the past that's the issue, or your ego?
For me, the ego.
Ooh, I love the honesty. God damn, yes, I love that. Okay, so can you separate her value as a partner and her past? Now, this is a woman who got a lot of numbers on her. Can you separate her value?
I'm going to answer that.
Okay. Mind you, before you answer, take you out of your ecosystem.
I'm out of it.
Okay.
I'm going to let you know.
Okay, go ahead.
The younger me, hell no.
Okay.
The older me now, I don't really, care about that too much.
Okay.
Because it's like you more want to build something.
Yes.
I don't, like that was your past.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we have a connection, let's grow from there. Now, if you cheat on me or whatever,
no,
that's different.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, for sure.
But that's your past. Is your past. I'm about to be 39. You feel me? So
okay.
The younger me, man, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. But the older me now, I'll be like, I'll see how you
yes,
your energy,
yes.
your vibe.
Yes.
Your character.
Yes. Let her tell you.
Yeah.
Because when you take that away, sometimes you're going to be throwing away a good ass woman.
That shit come with age.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Let me ask you, Khrys.
Okay.
You're a business owner.
Okay.
What you value? A degree or experience?
Experience.
Degree.
Degrees tell you nothing.
A degree don't do work.
True.
These niggas going to college.
Mm-hmm.
I got a master's.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bachelor's.
Mm-hmm. And they work at McDonald's.
No, if they come on the job, you got to teach that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do everything.
Yep.
I don't even know how to sweep the floor.
Mm-hmm. Degrees.
You pick up somebody 10 years experience now.
Hell yeah.
That nigga's ready to go.
Yes.
They're teaching you shit.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that makes such a great point, because I think that, again, society sets us up that we have to think like that. Like, listen, oh, you don't have the degree, so you don't qualify.
But you'll be my hoe.
Shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
Once you bring value to the table,
mm-hmm.
and I know I can put my trust in you,
mm-hmm.
give you a gun, turn my back, walk away. No, you
Correct.
You be my bunny,
Man, you said a mouthful there. Like, for real, because I think again, especially from a small island or places like that.
Bondi, was you always thinking like that though?
The young me, I was just reckless.
Okay,
I was a hoe.
But this is as we should be. But as we should be. We should be. We're supposed to have our own experiences.
I'm open to it because I know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I want somebody to take a chance on me too.
Right.
So why wouldn't I take a chance on somebody that makes some mistake?
For sure.
Went on the wrong path.
For sure.
And willing to change.
And you know what? I don't look at it like it was a wrong path. If I could have did it over again, I probably would have It's like one or two. I just was like, why the fuck did I even fuck you? But that had nothing to do with like me. It was just a waste of my time. But I do believe that I got a lot of knowledge. I was able to learn what I like so I could teach my husband what I like. Now, be clear, he came with his own thunder. No problem. But at the same time, it's almost like going to a great restaurant and then going to a restaurant that has your name on it. It's two different restaurants. Both got good food. You see what I'm saying? And so that is what it was for me. He allows for the realness of Crystal. He does not water me down at all. This what you want to do? All right. But I might wear some of my ass out. He'd be like, oh, we showing our ass today. Okay. It don't bother him. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm a wild child, but I love that. And I wouldn't want to be any other way. All I ask God, don't give me no girl children. I don't want to teach them girls nothing. I'll be a terrible mother.
Mm-hmm. So does the first time determine it for you?
Okay. Younger Crystal. Yes, 100%. Older Crystal. What I've learned is men's penises does what they want to do on any given day. And if you think that every day gonna be just this hard cock day, no, for a vast majority of men, that's not reality. So I've learned that I pay more attention to the journey than I do the orgasm. The orgasm lasts, a reach is a minute. Mm-hmm. A reach. The journey take you 45 minutes to get there. Why would we spend so much time on an orgasm when the journey is so much more fulfilling? But what we've been taught is shoot, just bust a nut. I put a post out the other day. It was about aftercare, holding your woman after you have sex, getting close to them, listening to what they have to say, because it's, different energy. This man hit me up and was like, nah, I'm good on that. When I finish nut, I finish nut. I was like, ooh, that's unfortunate. And that's where we left it. But that lets you know, if he think like this, a whole bunch of motherfuckers that think the same way. Yeah. I said aftercare, and that man said, no, thank you. I said.
So, question.
Uh-huh.
In the bedroom, what's your job?
My job is to please and be pleasured. My job is to make sure that his mind is unable to think of anything else. What I mean by that is I set myself up with little tests. So I'll be thinking about some other shit, random ass shit. And if I continue with that whole thought throughout the engagement, it was sex. But if it's been plenty of times I go in going, I am going to think about this. I can't even remember what the fuck I was thinking about by the time it was over with. That's how I know the shit's good. I have had this little test for myself for years, but that's what it is. And he's a talker and I talk. And so it's a whole conversation. It's a conversation, bro. Okay. Like if he was across the room and I'm sitting here and we're just looking at each other, that for us can be sex. Sex is not this in pussy dick and just in and out forever. That's not sex. Some people think sex is kissing. Some people think sex is whatever they think it is. So for us, it's just a deeper sense, and it's just better that way.
Sex ain't even the intercourse.
Correct. No, not at all.
It's a whole shit.
It's a whole nugget.
Yeah.
And until you take the time to peel that bitch, hell yeah.
And there's a lot of ladies and guys like, I'm gonna fuck that nigga. And they're only concentrating on dating.
Correct.
But your job as a lady is to make sure that nigga walk out pleased.
Correct.
And his job is to make sure that you walk out pleased.
Correct.
Yeah. And
correct.
Sex is always a learning experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The human body and sexuality is as wide as the universe.
Correct.
And you're supposed to be exploring different shit every day.
Yes, indeed. Except that prostate. It's okay. It's okay.
But you know what I'm saying? We gotta screw it up because of religion, the way people watch at it, a whole bunch of different shit.
But religion tells us that we're supposed to be good girls and wait for our husband. And then my question's always been, what the fuck happens when you get this husband? Because you don't know what the fuck to do with him.
I got a good one.
Okay.
We live in a world, right? And the ratio man to woman is like 100 to 1. I know. Do you believe a nigga only supposed to be with one girl?
I don't believe that a man should be with one girl. I think it needs to be the acknowledgement of the other woman. That's what I think. I've watched my husband get head from other people. That doesn't bother me. That's as long as I'm there and we're having a good time, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But that's on, you got to keep in mind, I've been with you talking about a woman who has been promiscuous and she has only been with one guy in 20 years. That's saying a whole lot. Okay.
I disagree with your answer.
Okay.
I agree. The other day we jump in your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Khrys, you got a stick. Yeah, I don't like people driving my car.
Right.
That's why you bought a stick.
Well, the only reason I brought a stick, well, when I say, okay, all right, well, let me answer that question. When people drive your car and wreck it, okay, and they ain't got no paper, that's what that was talking about. So I don't mind people driving
that one.
What? Because I know it's mine, okay? But I don't.
It's yours too. You're paying the loan for
and
it.
You're right, but I'm just saying I don't mind other people. It's not. But if it was other people like my best friends, right? Or people that I know can pay if they wreck it, I have no problem with that. No. Insurance is not the same with a broke nigga. No, it's not. Okay. Trust and believe. When you ain't got no goddamn money, all right? Because guess what's gonna happen? When I put that claim in, now the money that I spend for my insurance is now higher, and you cannot give me $1 on that. So no, I'm not. No. I don't mind sharing my car if you can prove you can drive. So yeah, I don't mind that. I think it's not, and I'm sure other women are like, girl, you crazy. I would never okay, that's cool. That's on you. But for me, it's a turn on to see my husband turned on. That's all. That's all. It's not something that we probably do that shit once every 6, 7, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that happens all the time. Yeah. Like, I liked girls when he met me. Like, come on. I'm not going to be like, I don't like girls anymore. I have you. No. Every now and then I like set of titties. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hello.
I have fun. Listen, I'm just saying. I just have fun. Bruh, if I'm going to be married and do this thing called marriage, this shit about to be lit. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Marriage sucks. Okay? But if you have the right person, it's a beautiful thing and it sucks way less. I agree. Right? I will never tell anybody marriage is this easy thing, easy going. No, sometimes I feel like taking a brick to my husband's head, and I know he feel like killing me in my sleep.
Any relationship that you don't want to fight,
correct. And this is what I'm saying. So for me, I'm gonna put that fight in because I want to. People only see the end result. They don't see the work. They don't see the tears. They don't see all this shit, right? So for me, my reward is, okay, yeah, we get to go to the strip club and then slap some ass a little bit and then we go to fuck home. It's cool. It works. But until we get outside of that box and stop worrying so much about, well, this is what's supposed to happen. Who teaches a woman about her pleasure? Who? The Bible don't teach it. Who teaches it? Because if we just went through the Bible, what's supposed to happen is you supposed to be a virgin, your partner supposed to be a virgin, and y'all learn together. How often does that happen? I know one person in my life that did that. One. It doesn't happen. Because when you turn off your sexuality, I'm going to wait till I get married. My brother tried that. Then he got a first piece of pussy and that nigga ain't never looked back. The fuck you mean? What? That nigga was like, pussy? This what it feel like? Oh no. I'm coming back tomorrow.
That was like Eve in the garden with the snake.
Do you understand?
You're talking about he shared an apple.
This is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying to you. So I think that when we are able to separate what has happened in the past, get out of our ecosystem and realize how it can benefit us individually. Oh, nigga, you winning. You winning.
I like that.
Yeah, you winning. It takes a lot of confidence in a man, though, because some, like even my husband, his friend, you sure about her? Yeah, I'm pretty sure about her. Shit, I wasn't even sure about me. I was looking at him like, nigga, you heard what he said? You sure, nigga? I'm not sure. Like, you sure, nigga? I don't know how it's going to happen. But it was something about him. He never, ever made me do anything. It was, this what you want to do? Shit. He said one sentence to me and I would never forget it. And that after that, it was over with. I had a whole boyfriend when I met him. Okay. He was an ass. He used to drop me off at this man's driveway. Okay. And I was like, bro, you don't get me killed. And he was like, we was laying in the bed in Atlanta. And he goes, I know you got other niggas, but when you with me, you mine. I said, oh, Jesus. I think I need to cuff this nigga. And that was it. I ain't talked to nobody ever since. It was just this opening. It was this
Felt it.
you understand? I accept you. And that's what it was for me. It wasn't, oh shit, you done talked to a whole bunch of niggas. I don't know about you. I got to keep you on the side. I ain't feel none of that shit. So for me, it was easy to submit.
You see, then it would have been wrong of him to even judge you because I asked him.
Look, I'm telling you. And then look where we are now, right? So that is for me. And so when I hear women like, oh my God, I don't want to be this girl. I want to get a good guy. Yeah, you holding your pussy is not going to guarantee you a good guy.
But that it comes with age, though.
Yes.
It wasn't always like that.
Yes.
Now, I don't care about all that. I just said that because I know how I was.
Right.
And,
But it makes sense, though. And you made it very clear because Tortola is small, right? And nobody, and it's small enough that if you go to the spot, everybody in that spot. And now you know that your homeboys done smashed her. And then, Lord Jesus, forgive, it was a whole group of them at a time. That's rough.
You smash her, and I'm smashing her now. If you could smash her again, then she ain't mine.
That's a very good way to look at it.
She ain't mine.
That's a very good way to look at it. Let me ask this question as we clear out of here. What is it, and I want one from each of you guys, what is it that you will tell women that are worried about their number count, worried about these different things as it relates to sexuality? What is the advice you would give them in that journey? A woman
that worries about her number count. That's a good ass question.
Well, for me, I would tell her, like, okay, that's your past. But if you're really a changed person in heart, you good. You good with me, you know?
Okay.
But if you still gonna be a hoe, stay on that.
Stay outside.
Stay outside.
Just be 100.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep it, yeah.
Facts.
Keep it real.
Facts.
If you know a nigga don't care about your numbers, a real nigga won't care about your numbers.
Yeah.
Once you reach that level of maturity,
correct,
and he know that, you know, you got his back.
Right.
But if you still want to be putting bodies down,
yeah,
be real.
Yeah.
Just be real.
Yeah. I'm outside right now.
Yeah. You ain't ready for commitment. You ain't ready for none of this.
Facts.
Facts. So stay out there.
Let a nigga know. I got a clip hole in 100 and I still got about 50 shots.
Oh shit.
That's like.
And I need to take on like 49 more niggas before I hit you with the one.
Where are these bitches that you speak of, sir?
Man, they around.
I don't know, but you know,
boy, I gotta listen.
Woo! Just be real. I think if more people are real and upfront,
it'll be better.
It'll be
better. Oh my God, guys! Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just like church. A lot of people you see, hey, hallelujah, this and that, and then
let's don't talk about church.
I could tell you.
But then they out in the clubs doing the worst. You see, so just be real to yourself.
Yes.
If you're gonna be in church and praise the Lord, do that.
Hey,
but don't have one foot in, one foot out.
Yeah.
The pastors be on the pulpit looking down in the congregation.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
He's lusting.
That's Brother John's wife. Well, I want never could get she in my room. Let me bless that pussy.
See?
I don't want to talk with church. Church to me is a business. It's a hypocritical shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Today in this day and age, it's a bunch of hypocritical shit. I don't want to talk about church. I believe in the Lord.
And you know, it's bad in the States, but it's worse in the Caribbean. Yeah, I don't think I think it's worse in the Caribbean.
It's the same. It's a money-making thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just be
church for me, not Christianity now. Church for me is worse than prostitution. It's the money-making thing.
Boy, you gonna make people come for me with that statement.
Hey,
I'm so sick of y'all men sitting on my couch and making my life hard.
Just be true to yourself.
Good. Yeah, well, ladies, you heard it first. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really had a good time. This was nice. I really had a good time. Lovely, man. Yeah, man. So guys, this is Sex Talk with Khrys yet again with another riveting episode. I want you to continue to watch me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We have so much coming, and I have a couple of updates, and I will hit you with that on another episode. All right, till next time, keep it cute, keep it sexy. But just make sure you fucking keep it. Bye.